Okay, this is day 16 of my hypersomnia video diary, and I had some really interesting research prepared on clinical trials, what you need to do to be a part of them, as well as I looked at a couple of the leading investigational clinical trials going on for hypersomnia treatment. So some new medications there. So I was gonna do that, and then and I was happy about the topic as well. But as I went to start the recording, something about the 16 stood out to me. The fact that it's the 16th day of this diary, and so I felt something different internally, and so I'm going to go with this kind of these are the 16 ways that hypersomnia defeats me. Let's get started. Number 1, no amount of sleep is ever enough. None. It doesn't matter if I sleep 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Every time I wake up, I feel like I want to keep sleeping, and I can if I am unable to not wake up or force myself out of bed, I will continue to keep sleeping. Just I'll get up to go to the bathroom. That's like the only thing. Number 2. Oh, lastly on that note, how can you imagine something that you love so much that is always unfulfilling? You love a sports team, but every single time you go to see them, they lose. That would suck, wouldn't it? Episodes of sleepiness are unpredictable. I don't know when they're going to come on. There's some times where I can statistically gauge, you know what I mean, or think in terms of, well, what am I going to be doing? Is it a massive stimuli? But even then, like I can't predict when these episodes of sleepiness are going to come on. Sometimes they come on extremely heavy. Sometimes they're a little less extreme and intolerable or manageable. But I don't know, and it kind of changes from month to month, really. And this is what I do on average. Sleeping 12 to 14 hours a day steals time, from my life and my interactions with people, and my family and friends and girlfriend and daughter. I love to create and actually, interact with people, and because I sleep so much, it's you get 2/3 of the day. I'm getting half of the day, pretty much. All right, on to number 4. Even those that understand, they can't really understand, and that's because you can only have true empathy when you yourself are able to experience that thing. I don't know what it feels like to have cancer. I don't know what it feels like to be 6'6". So if you don't have hypersomnia, you can't know what it feels like, and you can assume, and I can tell you that your assumptions are probably way underestimating. Number 5, sleep drunk. What a wonderful feeling to feel your life as a hangover, in a sense. To get these episodes and to wake up often feeling sleep drunk and very groggy and out of it, and like, you're trying to think about things, and your thoughts are going at 0.0001 mile per hour. It sucks to feel like that, and it's embarrassing, and it also causes guilt. So in that stress, in a sense there. So this will get us on to number 6 of 16. Oops. I think maybe, I don't remember. That's what I end up having to say a lot. my memories, because half the time I'm groggy, or I just didn't get a restorative night's sleep at all, or you caught me in the morning, or you caught me after a nap, or you caught me while I'm getting an episode of daytime sleepiness heavily, I likely won't remember. If we went and did something, and something like even going for like a hike, or walking by the beach or something, chances are I will forget that. And that sucks, because who doesn't love to share and relive memories, with their friends, family, loved ones, and things like that. And just to have those memories feels great. And I don't have so many of those memories, but it's okay. It's okay. Let's see if I can get this right this time. Almost. 7. Energy exhaustion. Brain power versus physical demand. So when, you feel extremely tired, that's coming, not a physical tiredness, but a mental tiredness. It's all coming from up in your brain, and it makes you just want to like lay down and close your eyes and not think about things, and or maybe just zone out on something. So a lot of my days, especially without medication, are spent like there's a battle there, right? Your brain needs power and energy, and so does your body. Well, what do you have to do in life every day? You have to get up, walk around, move things, make food, answer the phone, take a shower, drive your car somewhere. Everything is very physical at the same time as being mental, but it's very physical. I have to give up on the mental, and I can only do the physical at those points. Because it's like it takes so much energy just for me to get my brain in a state of staying awake, that any excess energy from there is being spent physically. So, all right. This is an interesting one, and there's 2 parts to this, but number 9. Who fears sleep? I do. And not because I'm going to have nightmares, not because I'm in a strange place, because that wouldn't matter anyway. I fear sleep because I don't know how long I'm going to sleep. I don't know if I'm going to wake up the next day when I'm supposed to. I don't know if when I wake up I'm going to feel way extremely more tired and then be sleep drunk for hours. I cannot predict sleep, and although I've said it before, I love sleep, I love falling asleep, I hate it at the same time equally, in the sense, because it's taking from me. And okay, well, not sleep, but hypersomnia. Number 10. Alarms need physical agitation, or my alarms need their own alarms. I mean, I have to set 4 or 5 alarms every day, and thankfully when I'm taking my medication, I can 90% of the time wake up. But if I'm not, there's 10% of the time I'll wake up to an alarm, or the phone ringing, or construction being done outside. The only times I think I get lucky is because I have to pee in the morning, and then that wakes me up. So, can't rely on alarms. I need an alarm with the actual, like, huge, like, arms that come out of it and pick me up and then throw me on the ground and get me going for the day. I can't get this right. Number 11. Life managed via medicine. You have high blood pressure, you take a beta blocker, you have like thyroid disease, you can take something, you have high cholesterol, you can take something. All those things have adverse, effects, mainly like things like diarrhea or constipation or dry mouth, a little bit of dizziness and things like that. But I have to take a amphetamine, which raises, can raise my blood pressure, raise my heart rate, makes my heart beat a bit faster, makes me sweat more. It's just something to think about. It's like that, I have to, the only way I can manage my life is via a medicine that is, for the most part, unhealthy for you. So that blows, and it blows even more because the medicine is only 80 to 90% effective, which is fine. But when you add that up over the course of your life, you lose a lot of time. Okay. Almost. Wrong way. Perception. Number 12. Are you bored, lazy, stupid, ignoring me, insensitive, hungover, or did you not go to bed early enough last night and get enough sleep? That is the general perception I get from people, even people that I've told I have my, about hypersomnia and things like that. That's just what people think, and just because we're conditioned to, you see someone who looks tired and, or isn't, or is sitting down kind of slouching, your immediate reaction is like, oh, that guy's lazy. But, so I understand why it happens, but it sucks, and I have to be aware of that perception, and I just brush it off. I don't really think about it, so. 13. Ring, ring, ring. Always calling. Sleep is always calling. No matter what, where, who, or how, or why, what time of the day, the location, it's always in the back of your head. Like I explained it before, it's like if you have to pee and you're stuck in a situation where there's no bathroom and you just can't go to the bathroom, and that's sitting in the back of your head, and you're trying to work through that and talk yourself into not freaking out or being able to hold it, or I'll get through this, but when you're arguing against something biologically, especially or neurologically, it takes a lot of energy and focus and awareness from you, just to have that fight. All right, 14. Let's see, just almost 14. Event planning. Today is October 27th, but and I mentioned this before as well, but I have to plan what I do around my hypersomnia and its symptoms, as well as the medication. I have to plan around knowing that I'm going to have enough medicine, if I'm going to take a trip or go away somewhere. Or I have to plan around, okay, I gotta make sure I sleep 14 hours, and then, before I go do this thing, or I have to delay things to the afternoon a lot. I have to do a lot of planning to pick up the slack for what hypersomnia is doing for me. And while it's good that I've learned that, it's annoying as hell. All right, terrible. 15. Colds, viruses, infections, slow healing. I mean, maybe this is something else happening with me, but I've always been this way for the most part, especially when my hypersomnia really became prevalent in my early 20s. But I heal slowly, and it seems when I get a cold, if the normal person gets it for a week or two, it's like I have it for a month. And that's probably because my sleep isn't restorative, and it's not, I'm not able to heal properly through that. At least that's, my assumption here. So, all right. 16. The final shebang here. Got it. It never goes away far. As I mentioned before, it's always there, not only in the back of your mind, but in your genetics or your neurology, because it's a disease and it's incurable, and there's no exact route of onset, and everything is a theory with it, and it never goes away. So hopefully, maybe at the end of my lifetime, I'm 40 now, 2017, hopefully at the end of my lifetime, we'll see a cure for hypersomnia, and it'll be much more, people, it'll be relatively understood by everyone without having to have a lot of skepticism or go into very long, detailed explanations of what it is, people can, finally believe that, yes, you can have a sleeping sickness. Like, Snow White is real. Okay, well, I'm going to end it here. And tomorrow, I already have it documented, written down and everything, but again, I'll go through some clinical trial information, and then just let me see how many I have, just so it's interesting here. 1, 2, 3. I'll go through 3 of the emerging medicines being tested right now in clinical trials for hypersomnia. At least those were the 3 that were being reported on the most in articles. There's also there's a lot more. Actually, I found a list of investigational medicines, and I'll post that in tomorrow's video too. Have a great day, night. Hopefully you sleep well and you are wakeful throughout the day.